Hello everyone, welcome to my tutorial. In the last few tutorials we talked about the concept of the web technologies, the concept of servlets. We talked about the servlet API and some of the different and important classes and interfaces in servlet API. We also talked about the form data and what are the differences between the attributes and the parameters. Now it is time to go for coding, and for coding we need to do our environment setup first. So for environment setup, we basically need three things. First is Java, then second is an IDE, which is I'm using Eclipse, and the third one is a Tomcat server. So we already talked about how to install Java, and we also talked about how to get the Eclipse. And then in this tutorial, I'm going to talk about how to set up the remaining stuff, that is the Tomcat web server. So in order to install the Tomcat web server, we just need to go to the browser and then just select or just type the download Tomcat server, and then it will take you to the Apache website, and then you can download the latest Tomcat version. In my case, I'm using Tomcat 9. So whenever you are downloading it, it is going to be a zip file, and you have to do just the unzip, and you can put that in your favorite directory. In my case, I have used C and OPT, and I created the Apache Tomcat 9.0.31 as the directory, and under that I have unzipped everything, and the zip and the directory should be looking like this, like bin, conf, lib, logs, temp, web apps, and work. So these are the directories that will be unzipped under this Apache Tomcat 9.0.3.31. Okay, so after that we have to use, or we have to add that Tomcat web server to our Eclipse, so that we can just prepare it, or we can just write the code and run at the same time. So you can see that this is my Eclipse, and you have to click on the server, and the server version is coming over here, and then right click and then new server. Okay, so it will give you a list of servers. You can see that Apache and then basic and then so many others, but we are interested about this Apache Tomcat version 9 server. Okay, and then you can see that the server's host name is localhost. That means whenever we are going to run our application, we are going to write HTTP localhost, and then this is just the server name coming as a default, so we don't need to change it. And then click on next and then finish. Okay, now we have to just remember one thing over here, that if you double click over here, so this is now added to this area, this panel, and then double click, and then this panel will be coming up over here. Now you have to click on runtime environment. So in the runtime environment, you can see that the Apache Tomcat version 9, and then we have the installation directory. So this is the installation directory where we have put the Tomcat web server, and then the GRE, this is also important, and for our GRE is the GRE where we have installed our GRE. Okay, so if you can click over here, install GRE, and then it is the place where I have installed my GRE. Okay, so that's all, and you just can click on apply and then cancel, okay, because I already have installed it. And the next thing, that we need few jar files. So these are the jar files: JSP-API-2.2.jar, and then JSTL 1.2.jar, and servlet-API 2.5.jar. So we need to just download it and put it in a download folder, and then in the next tutorial I'll show that how to use those jars. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.